Welcome to class. If you're watching this right now, I believe you must have made your subscription to Bluehost. All right, the subscription you're making to Bluehost is to purchase a hosting service and also obtain a free domain service. If you've not done that, please check the description below to see where you can get the link. So, if you've gotten your hosting already, just click on login and fill up your details and then log in to Bluehost. So once you're logged into Bluehost, you are going to see this dashboard. This dashboard shows you your different features that you have accessible to you. Okay, so in this section, we would have to see different things about domains. You see your domains here. For me, I have many domains here. All right, so for yours, you should be seeing just the primary one you've bought. And here you can also see different features here, how to purchase, where to purchase the domain, where to assign a new domain, where to also make your redirects, transfer, create subdomains, and the zone editor. Well, what we're concerned about in this very class is to learn how to create subdomains. So just click this, and then you go ahead and create a subdomain. For example, I'm going to be naming this tutorial dot. I have a website I'm going to be using for this, and I'm going to be using Gochinart.com, right? I'm going to go ahead and create. Now, the need for the subdomain is this. You are actually going to be able to access the website through this link. Whatever website I'm building will be on this link, tutorial.gochinart.com. Now, someone else might ask, why not use Gochinart.com directly? Yes, there's a website already on this one. If you're also signing up for the first time and you want to build yours directly on the domain, there's no need for this subdomain creation, okay? But if you want to create an extra thing and you have the feature of Bluehost that allows you to have multiple signups, multiple websites, okay, you can go ahead and create subdomain and then utilize that feature to create multiple websites inside your own website. So this is the section we are really concerned about, to learn how to create websites directly from Bluehost and then go ahead to continue with WordPress. What we'll be using majorly for the website development itself is WordPress. WordPress is a CMS. The CMS simply implies content management system. All right. So I'm going to click on my site and then go ahead to explore the different things we have there. So once it's opens up, what we're concerned about is to locate where the create site button is. Right. Once you click on that, you have two options here. You have an option to have limitless customization, and then you have the Bluehost best WordPress for beginner section. All right. We don't need that. We need to have access to customize it anyhow we want. So let's choose this. Click on get started. You fill the website name tutorial. In my case, you can set the title line if you want. Then we were concerned about the advanced section. So I'm going to use my Gmail address. Then password, I'm going to use one of my old passwords. Then go ahead. So this section, it asks us to choose a domain name. Now, if you bought a domain, you wouldn't be needing to create subdomains just like we did. If you bought the domain already, you can just ignore the subdomain section and go ahead and choose from this section, right? For example, your domain is portiola.com, you go ahead and choose that, or any other domain. So for our case, we're going to locate that subdomain we created, and we're going to use that to um, create this website. So we named it tutorial. So we're going to locate T and go ahead to start from there. Tutorial. All right, this is it. So once you click that, you don't need to select any directory, and go ahead and click on next. And this actually handles the um, tough process of actually downloading WordPress, installing it in our hosting, and doing basic configurations for WordPress to be set up. So what Bluehost is helping us is to clear all those stress that we would have done to actually create a website with WordPress. You can see it's already installed. By default, we shouldn't be having this page, right? So what we do next is to go ahead and log in to WordPress itself. So I filled up a username, which was this, then I have a password. So once you fill up the correct details, you shall see you should be able to see this dashboard. Now on this dashboard, you can see your website was displaying as something that is set to come in soon. So if you don't want that active, you have the default view here where you can come down to the section and click launch with confidence and then click on launch your site. Now when we go and check the same URL, tutorial.gochinart.com, we should have a view of what our website is like for the first time. So this is the first view of our WordPress website. We're going to still see how we can go ahead and create some awesome things from this section. Now, the very next thing that we need to do is to install a theme and then go ahead and install some necessary plugins we need to start creating an awesome thing here. All right, so we're going to be exploring some platforms where you can get these themes from. Okay, so one of the platforms you can get quality themes from is on Envato. On Envato, you have different plans that you can subscribe to. Either you're going through Envato Elements and then get access to subscription plan that leverage you the access to get anything, or you go through Envato Market to buy the exact theme. So if we go through Envato Market, we should have this section. So if we have this, we can come and search for the theme just like this I did here, right? And then you see the theme, you see access to preview it, you can preview, and you also see the price for the regular sales. Now, when you try to preview the theme, it opens up a page like this. You see, this is under Theme Forest, right? Theme Forest is just one of the platforms under Envato, right? You see the regular license price. If you want extended support for 12 months, you can also add this to the price. You can see the current price. If you want an extended license, you can also have the actual price there. And if you remove this, you see the prices. So, but with a subscription to Envato Elements, you have access to all those resources for free. This is Envato Elements platform. I'm not signed in, so you can search for the theme. The theme we're using is Creatic theme. So once you get that, you can just preview the theme directly from here and then see what it has. Now, when you preview, you should see a page like this, right? You should see a page like this where you get to view the theme and all that. You can also check out the live preview itself to see how the theme looks, right? So once you're done with that, you can now go ahead and either make a sign up for the Envato platform to get the access to elements and every other thing that Envato has, a whole lot of things, a whole lot of resources, including images, videos, graphic templates, and all that. So once you have access to this, can check out their pricing to know how it's actually less than $200 for a complete year. And if you want to do monthly, there's also an avenue for you to also do monthly plans. So once you subscribe to Envato, you are able to download a whole lot of themes. Just as you can see in this section, you have access to a whole lot of themes, graphic templates, stock videos. So you can use these things as resources to create your website. For this class, I've given access to us to download this same theme that I'm going to be using for the training for free. I've paid for it already, right? And I'm giving it out free to those who are interested in this class. So check the description below to see the link to download the theme that is available for this class. All right, so this is the theme. I've already extracted it. Now, if you have, by the time you download it, you should see it like this. You should see it the same way exactly, right? Now I can see it this way because I'm using I have already WinRAR. WinRAR is a software that you can use to extract every RAR file or zip file. So you can download WinRAR, just search for it online, you see the website and go ahead and download that. It's free. All right, you have a free version, you also have a paid version. So you just download the free version, install it, and then go ahead to um, use that feature to extract your file. So once you click on this, you can click on extract to the folder name there. Where we are interested in is in this folder. In this folder, you are going to see another zip file, not a RAW file this time. The zip file is actually the theme itself. All right. You'll see a Creatic child, you see licensing, you see documentation. So the child theme is this very one, the Creatic child. Then you have the documentation. The documentation explains what the theme is all about. All right. You have this link to display a whole lot of things about the theme for us. So we can go ahead to see how to go actually go about using this theme. So you see the installation processes. If you were to do this manually to install WordPress, this is the protocol to follow. To install theme and all that, you'll see a whole lot of steps here. So you can just at your own leisure time peruse through this and then see what you can get from it. So at this moment, I'm going to go back to our dashboard and then we are going to walk through installation of theme and see how it's done. You go to appearance, look at themes, click on that. Once it opens up, we're going to be picking the theme and then dropping it somewhere. So once it opens up, you'll see an upload button here, right here. All right, so click on that. All right, that wouldn't allow you to upload immediately. As you can see, when you come down here, you don't see anywhere to upload. You can still see an upload theme button here. So click on that. Once you click on that, you should be able to see this now when you scroll down. Right, it says if you have a theme in .zip format, you may install or update the update it by uploading it here. So you can just click on this, then go ahead and locate the theme. That's option one. You can also go ahead and drag and drop the theme here directly. So I'm going to go back. This is the theme, the zip file, and then we're going to drag it and drop there. So you can see it has brought itself into the section and linked itself directly. So you can just click on install now. Now might be wondering how this is working. It's not showing anything to show that it's installing. Just wait a bit. It's showing us that it's waiting already here. So we can go ahead and see what's happening. In some cases, you'll be seeing the percentage reading there, percentage of how far the theme has gone with installation. All right. You can also scroll down to see any information it's showing us. So once it's done installing, it's going to show us this information. Theme installed successfully is what we want to see. Once you see these, the next step is to go ahead and activate the theme. So to activate the theme, we're going to click on activate. All right. So we are now activating the theme. All right, so the next thing to do now is to start installing plugins. Now, this processes you do with all themes. You're going to install the theme first after downloading it, install the plugins that are necessary for the theme to run well. That's the next step. After that, you can now go ahead and start customizing the theme or follow any other necessary step that has been specified in the documentation of the theme. Now, before you start customizing, there's what we call installation of demo. All right. Since you are using a theme, you need to install the exact view you have on that preview we had here. All right. On the preview we had here, we need to install this exact view and then be able to have the same thing synchronized here. Now, even with all these things done, you can see some little changes here, but they wouldn't be exactly how we have them here. Right. So with this, we've seen that a little change has happened. The theme has been installed. We have seen that the logo has changed and little rearrangement in our design has been done. But this is not the exact look we want. So we're going to go ahead and install the plugins. So you just click at this section, begin installing plugins here. Right. Once you click on that, it's going to take us to the plugin section where we're going to install the plugins. So we don't want to be installing them one after the other. So you just click to select everything, come here, select install and click apply. It installs all 9 um, plugins that we have in this very theme. Right, at this moment the plugin installation has been completed. So we're going to see all these. Now the next thing is to activate this. So we're going to return to the plugin installer section. Alright, so the next thing is to activate all the plugins. So we're going to come back here, select activate, select everything, and then click on apply. Once again, with this process, we've been able to activate all the plugins that we installed, right? And we can just click on this to return to the dashboard. So once we click on this, we should be able to see some of the plugins active here now. Now, currently, we have this plugin here. We don't have it previously. According to the documentation, we are supposed to go through this section to install the theme demo. So if you check the documentation, what we are really concerned about is how to install demo content. So you can see the process, go to your codeless home and scroll down to the setup wizard section. Click on setup now, and then you can see this, and then you click on this to go ahead and install. So we're going to do the same process just like we have here. So click on this, click on home. Once it opens up, you come to setup wizard. Click on setup now. You can see this. Just click OK, and the installation will be done swiftly. Alright, so the installation just finished for that one. Now, if you load this, we should see some changes, but that's not all the change we want to have here. Alright, this change we'll see. We'll see that we now have the menu to be set up this way, and we can see a page not found. The footer is also set up this way. So, firstly, before we fix the error we have with this, we actually have the main page we need already. Right, this parallax is there already, right? But let's go ahead and install the remaining sections of the theme demo. When you load this up, you can see we have this main page we already need, right? But we also have some few structures that are extra there. It's already showing the header wizard and the footer wizard. We already have them, but we actually have the header and the footer already in our theme. But also make sure that we can edit them and work with them anytime. And install the header wizard. Click on this to install that. Right, and then we go ahead to the next one, the footer wizard. Click on it. Click OK to install it. Alright, voila, we just finished installing the theme, and you can see we have the awesome view we expected to have. Now, the issue is when I navigate to my website URL exactly, we can see this wasn't the initial website URL we had. We wanted to have things like something like this, right? And once we navigate to this very URL, we see page not found, right? That page can't be found. So how do we fix this? I'm going to be showing us how we can fix this swiftly without doing much. So to fix this, the simple way we can go around this is to go ahead and customize what we have on the view to set up the home page. So go to appearance, go to customize. So in this section, we're going to be doing a little customization to allow that home page exactly that we need, which is parallax, to be the main one we will be seeing whenever we load our page. So when we come to home page settings, you can see that once it opens up, scroll down, you'll see home page settings here, right here. Just click on it, it will open up. Now you have the two default ways to use the home page. It's either you want to load up the latest posts to come up as the home page, or you want a static page. In our case, we want a static page, right? And we want to choose homepage 4. Why are we choosing homepage 4? When you open up this and you come to the menu, this is first, second, third, and fourth. So this is the one we want to use. So go ahead and select that as the homepage we want there. Right. Uh, this is reloading. Okay, so select homepage 4, and then we are going to select blog page 2. You can also check out that preview there and see in the new section we have 1 and 2. And check out the views to see how they are. We're selecting the second one in our own case. So once you're done with that selection, you go ahead and click on publish. Once it's published, you can now go ahead and come back to this section and reload this page. And you can see we'll be having the main parallax page to be our main website page currently. So that is the end of this first section of this training. See you in the next class.